Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have one of my favorite videos ever, and that is a book haul. I have 13 books and I am so excited for all of these, so we're gonna get started. Some of these are collective and then the others I had an Amazon gift card. This isn't sponsored, but I had an Amazon gift card from Fetch. Fetch is an app where you scan your receipts and get money back. I've actually redeemed 2 gift cards from there before, so like it's legit and it actually works. So if you want to sign up, I'll put my referral code on the screen and then you can like get 2,000 points to start off with. I actually do this like all the time because I love getting the gift cards for receipts. It feels like free money. We're gonna get started because I'm so excited. The very first book I have on top I am so excited for, and that's the paperback version of Happy Place. I have been waiting to read this book because I was waiting for it to come out in paperback, and then I started to think it was never gonna come out because it has been so long, and when I saw this in Target I was so excited. I loved Beach Read by Emily Henry. People We Met on Vacation was alright, and then what was the other one? Book Lovers. That one was also just alright, but I loved Beach Read, so I'm so excited to read this one. I feel like this is one that I'm gonna really like. It's about 2 people who were dating and they're going on a trip with their friends and they have been broken up for a few months, and they didn't tell their friends because it's like their last time going to this little cottage together and they don't want to like ruin the trip, so they're gonna pretend that they're still together. So good. I'm so excited. And then I have The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. This is the same author as Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and that was one of my favorite books of 2023. So I'm so excited to read this book. This one is just like a plain fiction, but it's about AJ and he owns a bookstore and his bookstore is doing really poorly, and one of his rare collections of poems was stolen. And then he receives like this mysterious package that basically lets him like restart his life and to see everything from like a different perspective, kind of. It sounds really good. I think it's under 300 pages and I've heard such good things about this book, so I'm so excited to read this one. And then the next 2 books I have are Thrive and A Long Way Down. I know these aren't the next ones in the series, but I'm gonna read them eventually, so I got these. These are part of the Addicted series, which you read with the Calloway series, and it's basically very character driven and found family, sisters, so good. Thrive is the next one I have to read, and I heard it's the same thing as Hot House Flower, just retold from Lillian Lowe's point of view, so I feel like it might be a little boring, but we'll see. I don't know. And then I have Scythe. I have seen this book everywhere. I feel like it used to be super popular. I'm pretty sure this is YA Dystopian. It's about a society where there's no hunger, no disease, no war. They've like figured out death, and so now there are none of those things. So there are scythes which go around and kill people basically to keep the population under control. It sounds so good. I feel like this is gonna be a good book to like read in between romances to like break up the genres, but I'm really excited to read this one. Next, I have Picking Daisies on Sundays, and look how cute this cover is. The pink, it's everything. But this is like a cute little romance. I'm pretty sure it's friends to enemies to lovers. It's about like 2 people who were super good friends growing up, and there was a bit of an unrequited love, and then they haven't seen each other in 4 years, and then they meet in like a crowded bar again. I think it's fake dating. Like he asks her to be his fake girlfriend. This is another book that I've heard really good things about. Sarah Caroli really liked this one, so I'm excited to read this, and I just love the cover. Like, I'm obsessed. It's so cute. Look at like the little hearts. This book, I don't know a whole lot about what it's about, but it's called Thank You for Listening by Julia Wheeler, and it's about an audiobook narrator, and the author is an audiobook narrator. So I feel like it might be a little bit autobiography, like kind of just blended into the fiction. But I've heard that the audiobook for this is really good because she narrates it, and I think I'll listen to that when I read this book, and I'm so excited. I don't know what this is about. I think it's a romance though. Then, oh my gosh, I have the Mindfuck series. I already read it. This is a bind up of all 5 books. It's a 5-book series, but each book is only like 130-ish pages. So this is a hefty one, but I read it on Kindle Unlimited and so good. Oh my gosh, I flew through this series. It's a romance between a serial killer and an FBI agent. And the serial killer is the girl. And like you find yourself rooting for both of them, and like the things that she went through that made her become a serial killer, you're like, okay, that's fair. She should be killing these people. So it's weird like seeing the different perspectives and like the moral dilemmas, and it was just so good. I already want to read it again. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Then I picked up The Coworker by Frida McFadden. I love Frida McFadden's writing. It is so fast-paced and easy to digest, and it really just like gets to the point of the story. This book is about Dawn, and she doesn't show up to work, and then her coworker gets like this mysterious phone call, and she's basically like playing cat and mouse, trying to figure out what happened to Dawn and if she's innocent and where she went. It just sounds so good. And like I said, I love Frida McFadden's writing, so I'm so excited to read this one. That book I got at Target along with the next two I'm going to show you. And at Target, if you don't know, you can price match them. So like the books are always cheaper on Amazon. So you show them the Amazon price and then they give it to you for that price. And I showed the guy the Amazon price and then he gave them to me for cheaper than the Amazon price. Like he rounded down and I was like, thank you, King. It was so lovely. So that made my day. But the next book I got is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. Oh my god, I lied. I have 15 books, not 13. That is so exciting. Let me get the other two. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the next book I got is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. Is this YA? I'm assuming, yeah. I read Better Than the Movies and The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Love both of them. Her writing is so fun. Okay, that lighting is a little better. Her writing is so fun and fluffy. Reading her books feels just like watching like a YA coming of age high school movie. So I'm so excited to read this one. I honestly don't know what it's about, but I don't want to know what it's about. I like going into most of my books blind, but I'm pretty sure this is a YA romance and I'm so excited. And then the other book I picked up while I was at Target is Wretched by Emily McIntyre. Wretched. I think it's Wretched. I don't know. This is part of the Never After series. I'm trying to get the freaking sticker off. Petition for Target to stop putting stickers on them. Oh my gosh, that's awful. I can't get it off. This is part of the Never After series. I think this is book 3. I don't even know what book I'm on. These are all like dark romances. They're like kind of fairy tale retellings. The first one was Peter Pan-ish. And the second one was, I have no idea. I was thinking maybe Cinderella, but I'm not sure. They like very vaguely follow those storylines, but this one, I don't know what it's about or what fairy tale it's supposed to be following. Sorry, I'm like sick. I do know that it's a dark romance, and I actually really like this series. I didn't think I'd like dark romance. This is one of the first dark romance books I've ever read, and then I'm pretty sure this is also considered dark romance. Anyways, I didn't think I'd like dark romance, but I'm really enjoying that series. I've heard, though, that the books later in the series start to get a little too dark. We'll see about that. The next two books I have were actually sent to me, so thank you, Mano. I am so appreciative, and I am so happy. Thank you. I'm so thankful. I have my Amazon wishlist in my description link, whatever. It's linked in the description in every video. So if you ever feel like sending me a book, it's always there, but don't ever feel like you have to. I am literally so thankful whenever I receive these, so thank you again. Anyways, I got Butcher and Blackbird. This is another dark romance. I guess I'm really into dark romance, okay? It says it's full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry, and it's friends to lovers. So I'm so excited for it. It looks kind of like it might be similar to the Mindfuck series, and I love that one so much. So if this is anything similar to that, I am literally gonna love it. I also love the cover. I love how it's pink. And then I got another pink book. He knows I love pink. So happy. This is See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon. This is the same author as, what was it called? Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow? Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow. And I really like that one. This is another like cutesy little YA romance, I'm pretty sure, and I'm so excited. I need to read more YA. I feel like I haven't read a YA book in a while, and I'm honestly kind of craving one. So that is literally going to be perfect. I'm so excited. And then I picked up Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. I did not like the Dreamland Billionaire series. I just thought like it was a little too smutty to the point where it was kind of cringy. But I saw people really liking this one and I love the cover so cute. So I figured I'd just pick it up. I think I got this at Walmart or Target too, so it was like pretty cheap. The plot of this one also sounded really good. It's about two people and their families are both super close and their moms were like friends since they were young. She is an interior designer and he renovates houses, and her fiance just broke up and she moved back home, and his mom wanted him to work on a project with her to kind of get her out of the house and back into the world. So they're renovating a house together. I think it's kind of enemies to lovers, like they don't necessarily like each other, or at least they act that way. And then the very last book I have is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This book has won so many awards. Clearly, I've heard such great things. It's about Aristotle and Dante, and they develop a special bond and kind of learn about themselves and the world. At least I think that's kind of what it's about. I don't really know. This one I actually do really want to go into blind, but I am so excited to read this and kind of see like what the hype is about, because when I first started reading back in like 2021, 2020-ish, this book was so hyped up. So I'm excited to read it and see what it's about. Those are all the books that I have. I'm not even gonna try and hold this stack up because I know it's gonna fall on me. If you've read any of these, let me know your opinions on them, because I don't know which ones to pick up first. I'm so excited for all of them. These books look so good. As always, thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you so soon in my next one.